Is there a specific day to worship or Sabbath nowadays? Some churches claim that Sunday worship or going to church is wrong. They say it should be Saturday. Yeah, there are people who say that. There's also people who say that you're not allowed to get tattoos or grow a beard. People say all sorts of things. So where does this idea come from? Well, there are certain groups that do believe that the Old Testament laws are still in effect. The problem is that the groups who believe that actually don't follow the whole Old Testament. They actually just pick and choose the ones that they want to follow. Let me give you an example. Seventh-day Adventists, they're not the worst people out there, but they do have a legalistic mindset that you have to obey certain rules in order to be saved, or at the very least to please God. They do tell the truth that the Sabbath is Saturday. That's never changed. But Christians are free to worship on Sunday, and they don't see that. They ignore that John was worshiping on a Sunday when the revelation came to him that became the book of Revelation. They ignore church history that says that Christians worshiped on Sunday, gathered to worship on Sunday because they were celebrating the resurrection, which is a much greater day than the day that God merely rested. So how do we say that it's okay now to not worship on Saturday? Because we're not Jews. The law was never given to us. God's morality holds true. So whatever parts of the law reflect God's morality, yes, you should obey those because it's His morality. But anything that is specific to the system He was setting up for the people of Israel, that does not apply to us Gentiles. And does not even apply to those who are physically Jews who have accepted Christ as their Savior. Paul has made this clear in multiple passages, and specifically, we have this one. Colossians 2:16. Therefore let no one pass judgment on you in question of food and drink, or with regard to a festival, or a new moon, or a Sabbath. The argument some people will make is that the festivals that are listed in the Old Testament are known as God's festivals. God claims them as His, and that's true. But He was talking to the Jews when He said it. Paul is being clear that we are not the Jews, and we are not under that law. The law has been fulfilled. So you don't have to receive judgment from anyone who says that you have to eat and drink a certain way, or that you have to follow a certain festival or holiday, that you have to follow some kind of seasonal calendar, or that you have to worship on the Sabbath. No, you are free to worship the Lord in spirit and in truth.